Hey everybody, welcome to Rocky Mountain Homestead. My name is Angela. If you are new to this channel, I am so glad you are here. Tonight I am making a video because I wanted to do it over the weekend. We just had a really nasty upper respiratory virus go through the whole house and wiped us all out. So my voice came back a little bit, so if it breaks, don't mind. But other than that, over the weekend, something pretty big happened that I wanted to do a video on sooner. And if you can't tell by the title, this channel hit 10,000 subscribers, which it blew me away. I mean, I saw that I had 9,000 and change, but I don't know. It really caught me off guard when I hit 10,000. I was like, oh my goodness, this is a pretty significant milestone to me. I know compared to other channels out there, maybe 10,000 is really nothing, not a big deal. Maybe it goes unnoticed, but for me, it's a pretty big milestone and it's worth celebrating. So I wanted to say first off, thank you guys out there for everybody who is subscribed, who watches this channel and supports and encourages me down in the comment section, and those who have stuck around for a long time, even if you are new and you just subscribed, you're part of that. So thank you so much. I want to say that first off. In this video, I want to do a giveaway. That's something I figured, I'm like, I'll wait till I get to that 10,000 milestone and didn't think it was going to happen as soon as it did. This October 9th will be 1 year since I started videos on my channel. I went back to my oldest video. It's cringy. Sometimes I look back at them and I'm like, oh boy, maybe I should take that down, but not gonna, I'm gonna be me and be real. And yeah, so anyway, I went back and I was like, wow, October 9th will be a year. So I just want to say thank you guys to everybody who's a part of this channel, a part of this family. Thank you so much. And I wouldn't be hitting the 10,000 milestone if it weren't for you guys sticking around and watching my content. So I'm going to do a really cool giveaway. If you guys haven't figured out by now, cat's kind of out of the bag. In the beginning, I was like super like, oh, I don't want anyone knowing where I live. Like you can find anything out these days. And I was just being really cautious. But like if I'm filming around where we live, it's going to be pretty obvious. Somebody's going to be like, oh, I know where that is. And that's happened quite a few times. Estes Park, Colorado, big tourist town, beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous city to live in. Very blessed to live here. We live in the Rockies and it's a really great place to live. With that being said, I do want to do a giveaway and I figured it'd be really fun to go downtown and go to a couple shops and buy a couple things from here where I live and send that out as a giveaway prize. So to somebody. So what I want you guys to do is, okay, so I don't know all the fancy, like how people live stream giveaways. I'm not a technological person, okay? I am like, I struggle editing videos, and I know some videos are good and some are like, working on it, okay? I'm not a really techie person, so I don't know how to do that. I'm going to look up a way to do the giveaway, but it's not going to be like a live giveaway. I'm going to do a separate video to announce the winner. But I just wanted to say, in order to be in this giveaway, you have to be a subscriber to the channel. That's obviously very important because this is my gift to somebody. I mean, I can't give to everybody, but my gift to somebody who is subscribed to my channel. It wouldn't be fair to give to somebody who's not, because this is celebrating a milestone that wouldn't have happened without those who are subscribed to this channel. So if you are subscribed to this channel, you can enter this giveaway. And if you're not subscribed, now's a good time to subscribe if you want to be part of the giveaway. And to like the video and leave a comment down below. A comment. I didn't come up with an idea for a comment to leave down below. Okay, I had to think for a second. So it's fall pretty much. I mean, like we're already getting snow in the mountains. So I'm just going to say it's fall. It's the 18th of September. Leave down in the comments below, what is your favorite thing to do in the fall? And that can vary. It can be maybe a tradition that you have with your family, maybe apple picking, pumpkin picking, going places, driving around looking at foliage. What is your favorite thing to do in the fall? And that's it. I don't know. I'm like, I need to think of something for you guys to put down in the comment section. But if you are subscribed, you like the video, and you leave a comment, then you have a chance for the giveaway. Nothing super huge and spectacular, but it's going to be some really fun prizes. I already have a couple ideas of the shops that I'm going to hit up downtown. So that is just my way. I know not everybody does giveaways, but for me, it's a pretty significant milestone. So if you want to be part of that giveaway, go ahead and leave your comment down in the description below. And I just wanted to make this video and basically say thank you for all of you that are part of this milestone. It means a lot to me. And I'm really looking forward to making more content and growing the channel. That's how to enter the giveaway. For me now, I'm going to just say a little something because I had somebody ask me, not on YouTube, but actually in person, what made you decide to start a YouTube channel? And it's a pretty random question. It's not like I'm like, oh, this, you know, like it's just one thing. It's a few things. So I thought for those of you who have been a part of my channel for a while, you might have the same question. I don't know, but I thought it'd be really fun to kind of throw it into this video toward the end. So for those who want to stick around and hear it, I'm just going to let you know. So it was an interesting question, kind of caught me a little off guard. And I started my channel, you know, almost a year ago now. And I had debated for about a year. I wanted to make a channel, but I didn't. And I kind of went back and forth for a long time. And then I'm like, you know what? I just need to do it. And, you know, worst comes to worst, you know, I get good feedback or I get bad feedback. And, you know, if it'll become something if it's meant to be something. So when I started my channel, there was a few reasons why I wanted to start a YouTube channel. So one of the main reasons why I started my YouTube channel was to kind of give back. And that has a few different meanings. But for the first one, YouTube for me has helped me a lot throughout the years. It's a great platform to go to. If you're learning how to do something, you know, me, I'm a visual and hands-on learner. Like I need to see it and be doing it at the same time. Excuse me. Anyway, it's been a great platform to learn from. And in my beginning years of homeschooling, there were two specific channels that I watched that were homeschoolers as well, and they had so much homeschool content. And it was during a time where homeschooling was really frowned upon, like, oh, you're homeschooling? Like, why? You know, it was, it's really hard, like, to be confident doing something you've never done before when everyone's like, really? Are you qualified enough to do that? But finding YouTube videos out there of other people who were doing the same exact thing I was doing, and they've done it for years and they're successful. It was really encouraging. It was really inspiring to see that lived out on video, and you kind of become a part of that person's life a little bit. Like you get to know them, you see how they do things. And there were just channels that I really enjoyed watching a lot, and they were helpful. They helped me when I doubted myself, and they gave me the encouragement to push through. Now I've homeschooled for 10 years, and you know, one of the channels just doesn't even exist anymore, and the other channel is doing something completely different now. But regardless, YouTube has helped me. And so something I decided was, okay, I want to give back. I want to kind of help others. I want to maybe encourage others, come alongside others. The second reason for me would be to catch moments in my life, because I never slowed down enough to actually capture those moments with our children, just little things here and there, moments that I'm not going to get back. I'm horrible. This is funny. It's like you're doing YouTube videos, but you can't take pictures. I'm horrible with taking pictures. I'm terrible. I am not the mom who has all these photos for a scrapbook. I'm the mom, like 4 years have gone by and I haven't taken a good picture. Like, that's the kind of mom I am. I'm just really bad at capturing the moments. I'm more of one to just live in the moments, okay? So I thought, there's channels I've watched throughout the years where I'm like, oh my goodness, how cool is that? Like, you can look back to the beginning of their videos when their kids were like toddlers, and then they move out of the house, and I'm like, I've watched that channel for that many years. Like, I've watched this kid in elementary school who's now like graduated and married. Like, that's just crazy to me. But to be able to go back and have all those memories to look on, to remember those moments and have them captured on video. Like, another reason, and probably what pushed me and gave me that extra shove to venture out and just give YouTube a try, starting my channel, was I like to give to others. I'm not big on announcing it. I don't like to. I know what the Bible says about that, but I personally find a lot of joy in being able to give to others, a lot. And I like to do little things, you know, I like to pay for that coffee order behind me. I like to, if we're at a restaurant and I feel a prompting to cover somebody's table or order, you know, when I feel a prompting or a push to do that, there's a reason for it, I believe. And I, you know, would nudge my husband sometimes and be like, hey, how are we financially? And he'll be like, okay. I'd be like, okay, can we cover that table over there? And he'd be like, you know, he'd never say no, you know, unless we were like in a really bad spot, but we would still do it anyway. I like doing that a lot. And we're not always in a financial season where we can do some of the things I've wanted to do for others. You know, when you're self-employed, it's like, sometimes, you know, you're in a great season of life, and sometimes it's like, all right, we got to tighten up a little bit here. But that's something that I really want to do a lot more, and not have to ask permission every single time I do it. And I don't always tell my husband when I do stuff, but when he sees my coffee order and he's like, how is your coffee that much money? And I'm like, oh, well, you know, I covered somebody else's order too. I just figured if I had my own little source of income, I could do things like that. And I like to bring a smile to people's faces. You never know if somebody's having a really bad day. And especially nowadays, I feel like there's more bad news out there for people than there is good news. There's a lot of crazy going on in our world, but I find little things randomly like that really, you know, not only make somebody else smile, but I feel like maybe I'm happier than the person actually receiving that blessing, where it brings me so much joy to do that for others. And I do it completely like, I don't let them see me do it. Like, if we pay for someone's order at a restaurant, like, we don't say, oh yeah, tell them it was us, you know, us with all the kids at the table. Like, it's completely anonymous. So I want to be able to do that more. I want to be able to help others. And I just think with the world that we live in right now, a lot more people need good things to happen. So I figured my own source of income could help do that, to where I don't have to ask permission. And one of the things that happened that really prompted me to start my channel was actually one of those things. It was around the holiday season, or getting close to it. I mean, it was the beginning of October, and we went out to eat, and it looked like somebody was having a bad day. There was a husband, wife, and I don't even remember, maybe 2 or 3 kids. And actually, it was just me and my husband. We weren't even with our kids. We were on a date night. Our kids were at a kids club at their church, and that we go to. And I wasn't trying to be nosy, but I could overhear a little bit about, like, talking about bills, and, you know, I was kind of watching what they were ordering from the menu, and they were like sharing things, and I'm like, oh no, that's not okay. And just, the guy seemed really stressed. So he got up from the table, she was there with the kids, and I was like, I really felt prompted. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on in their life, but I really feel like they need their order covered. And we covered it. and their order almost cost the same as my husband and I's order. And I'm like, what? That's just crazy. So it was that moment where I'm like, okay, you know, and thankfully we weren't in the best financial situation right then and there. My husband was waiting for checks and waiting to get paid from jobs he finished out, but we knew we had that money coming. We knew once he got those checks, we'd be good. So anyway, all that to say, I want to be able to bless others. I want to be able to give back. You know, I feel like we have our needs met. We have a roof over our head. We have groceries that I buy every month. We have food in our pantries. We do have pantries. We have more than one pantry. We have little cabinets, and we have a big walk-in pantry. And, you know, we have animals. We can pay for their feed. We have 8 kids. We can clothe our kids. We can feed our kids. We can buy homeschool curriculum for our kids. Just all these things. Like, I feel we are blessed. We busted our butts to get where we're at, but I feel like we are blessed, and I want to be able to bless others because there's a lot of people hurting out there. There's a lot of people struggling, and that's just, that was the main thing that happened. That just, you need to do this. You need to just do it, and just do it. As uncomfortable and awkward as it might be, just give it a try. Another reason was just, I'm a busy person. I like to be busy. I like to do things. I like having my little outlets. I've homeschooled for 10 years. I've been a stay-at-home mom. I used to be a nurse. I gave up that career to be home with my kids, and I've ventured out. Throughout the years, I've had my own business. I had candles and boutique style stuff, bath bombs and soaps and lotions and all kinds of things. I made body scrubs, all those things. I've ventured into that. I've always had to have something else going on. And it's not that, I heard this on somebody's channel the other day. I'm not going to say whose it was. Maybe nobody even knows the person. I'm not going to say it because I would never do that to somebody. But I heard them talking about being a mom and a wife and being content, and how so many women out there struggle to be content with just being home and cooking and cleaning and raising kids. And I was like, there's some people who just like to do more, and I wasn't offended by it, but I was like, maybe this person doesn't realize there are people out there who are just wired differently, who they like to have other things going on. And, you know, for 10 years, I was home, and I'm cooking, and I'm cleaning, and I'm doing the things a wife does, and I'm doing the things a mom does, and I'm homeschooling my kids, and, you know, I'm doing all these things, and I've done them for a lot of years, but, like, I want to do something more. Me personally, I'm not saying anybody should feel like they have to, but I'm not content. Like, and they were talking about biblical roles of a wife and a mom, and just being content in that season of life and ministering to your family. And while that's great, like, that's not for everybody. Like, there's some people out there like me who just, they want to do something else. They want, whether it's like an outlet to them. And to me, that's kind of what it is. Like, I like having my little outlets where I can be me, where I can express myself, where I can be creative, and I'm not just talking to kids all day and cooking and sweeping and just doing the same old thing every day. And while there's some people that they love that, they find joy and purpose in that, there's some people like me who, like, they just want something more. They need to be busy. They're a busybody, and they like to be able to express themselves in other ways. Me, you know, I like to be able to help out in the community. Everybody who's on my channel knows probably by now I'm a volunteer firefighter. I like to give back. I like to help others, and that's something I can do. And I can still be a wife, and I can still cook for my family every day, and I can clean my house, and I can homeschool my kids. And I can be a firefighter on the side. That's okay. That doesn't mean I'm not content with being a mom or a wife. You know, I like to do more. So YouTube, I also found as a great little outlet for me to be me and to do things that bring me joy and maybe help somebody else in the process, or inspire somebody, or encourage somebody, you know, or teach somebody to do something. Maybe somebody has never, you know, made bread before. Maybe somebody is learning how to homeschool and they're in the beginning stages. And that's where I struggled in the beginning to find my little niche for YouTube, because some people have it. There's some homesteading channels out there, and that is all their videos are, is homesteading. There's some clean with me videos, and that's all their channel is every video they post, they're cleaning their house. And there's some channels where it's just family vlogs, and they vlog day in the lives. There's cooking channels, and some channels, that's all they do is they cook and they share recipes and teach you that. Me, personally, I haven't really found mine, and I don't know if I ever will have one, because you know what? I'm not just like in the box. Like, I can't just put myself in a box. There's so many things I love to do. There's so many things I'm learning to do. There's so many things we're doing and we're growing. You know, we made our home, like our home is permanent as of this year. We're not moving again. Now we can build on it. We had our chicken coop, which was an extreme thing to try and build on our property. It was a lot of work to build that. But you know, like we've added this year, we've added ducks, we've added our goose, we added goats. We, you know, excavated. There's projects and things that we're doing, and I want to remember those things, but I also want to take people along and show them a little bit about that and share our journey of building our homestead. You know, we're not 100% established. We didn't buy our house and it's like an established farm and it's like, oh, okay, we're going to buy some animals and throw some seeds in the ground. Like, we have to build this now, because this property was as far from a homesteading property as it could be. It's very difficult. It was just a bare landscape that we had to create in our mind. How are we going to do this? How are we going to build? Where are we putting things? What do we want? So and we did bees this year for the first time. So we're growing our homestead. We're adding on to this. And I want to share that journey. However, I also like canning and doing the homesteading type things and preserving and dehydrating and, you know, making recipes with those things I preserve. And I want to show that. I want to make canning videos. I want to do dehydrating videos. What to do with those things once you preserve them, how many different ways you can use them to maybe spark an idea in someone's head, like, oh, I didn't know that. Like, I plan on doing one coming up here on potatoes, and it's, you know, a shelf-stable side dish that you can make with like completely shelf-stable ingredients. And just, you know, so many people, like, they learn how to do something like dehydrate, and then they're like, well, what do I do with this now? I want to do things like that. But however, I also homeschool. So I want to do homeschooling videos every now and then too, to, you know, share advice, share things that I've learned throughout the years. And also day in the life. I like doing that. I like capturing those moments sometimes, because I'm so busy, and you don't realize all that you do in a day, and then you see it played back and it's like, oh wow, like, you know, we really got a lot done that day. But I like to be able to share that as well, and a little bit about what our day looks like. Cooking, that is a passion of mine. I love baking and I love cooking a lot. That is a big part of me and who I am. I love cooking, okay? I know not everybody's here for recipes. I look back at the views and I try not to let that, you know, I try to let my views and my likes on videos be my guide as to what content to keep creating, because I know as my channel grows, my audience grows, and everyone's different. Some people are here for recipes, some people are here for homeschooling, some people want to see the days in the lives, and you can't please everybody. But I have seen that some of the recipe videos, you know, they don't do that great, and they're like phenomenal recipes, but I know not everyone's here. So I'm trying to sneak them into day in the life videos, like, oh, we're going to make bread, or I'm going to share this recipe with you, just to get that content out there, because that is something I'm passionate about and I love doing. Is cooking and baking good food and sharing those recipes with others so that they can enjoy them as well with their families, and maybe it'll spark a new idea to throw into your monthly meal, you know, rotation. So there's so many different things that make up who I am, you know, that it's not just homesteading. And I know I needed to come up with a YouTube channel name, and when we realized, like, okay, we are probably going to be building on the property we have, I called it Rocky Mountain Homestead with Angela, because my videos really aren't about you know, they're not really created with my husband, and they're really not created with my kids. It's mainly just me. And sometimes I share glimpses of them. You know, my older daughter right now is going through a phase where, like, I respect her. She does not want to be in videos. And I need to respect that. That's like, if she's telling me, like, I don't want to be in the video, I'm not comfortable with it, that is fine. You're not going to be in my video. Then absolutely not. Like, I would never put my kids, the camera on them if they didn't want it to be on them. And that's why, you know, my kids aren't really in my videos a lot. If I'm doing a video or I'm making something or I'm in the kitchen and they happen to walk by or something, you know, but like, my videos aren't like on my kids, if that makes sense. It's more of just me, and if they're in it, they're in it. So that's why I did Rocky Mountain Homestead with Angela. Rocky Mountain because we live in the Rocky Mountains, and Homestead because that is my goal. That has been my dream for a long time, is to create a homestead, to have a home that we can just create things the way we want them. We can build, we can add animals, we can do gardening. That has been my dream for a very long time. And this year we did so much to our property, and so much more is going to be happening to it over the next weeks, months, years. My husband built the road all the way up to the bee shed with his excavator all weekend. So that is a big accomplishment because he was outside, I mean, for 2 days straight, just digging and digging and digging to make a road up to our bee shed. So lots of things happening. We've accomplished a lot more than we thought we were going to this year. And I just want to take you guys along on that journey as we add on to our homestead and, you know, gear ourselves towards a more self-sufficient lifestyle. Right now, we're not there. Rome wasn't built in a day. We're working on it, but I want to take you guys along for that journey. So in a nutshell, those are the main reasons I started my YouTube channel, to help others, inspire others, encourage others, motivate others, just to help others, to give back in my own unique way that I can give back, to be able to catch those little glimpses of my life, and to have them as memories to look back on, and kind of almost like a document, like all the projects around our house that we're doing outside, and as we're building and creating our homestead, just like capture little videos here and there of the process. Like one day we're going to be done and everything's going to be the way we want it, but to be able to look back and be like, wow, like that's what we had to work with. Look at all that we've gotten done. Like, I think that's great to be able to document that and have that to look back on, you know, to give to others, to bless others, to be able to have the finances to just be a blessing to somebody out there and put a smile on their face. Yeah, that's a lot of the reasons why, you know, I wanted to have this YouTube channel and to have my own little creativeness, my little outlet where I can do things I love and I enjoy, the things that make me, those things like that. That's what I want this channel to be about, all the things. So will I ever have my own little niche of, you know, probably not. Maybe I need to change my YouTube channel name. I'm like, well, yes, Homestead, that's what I'm gearing towards. But really, if I'm doing all these other things for videos and content, it's like, do I stick to Rocky Mountain Homestead? I don't know. Maybe that'll change throughout the years as I find, you know, my true drive for this channel and the content that I really want to push out there. But anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys. I don't think I've ever really said that all before. On a side note, I got my MRIs back. I had 3 of them done. And if you guys watched my previous video, not good. I had 2 doctors and a radiologist tell me everything looked normal on x-rays I had done. I had a 3rd doctor tell me, an ortho doctor tell me that I tore my ligament in my foot and needed surgery and months of physical therapy. But we were going to do MRIs to confirm that because the x-rays that were originally taken weren't really done at good angles. And then after having 3 MRIs, I've learned I broke my foot in multiple places. So it only took 3 doctors, a radiologist, and 3 MRIs to figure that out. I broke my foot. So the good news is I'm not going to need months of physical therapy. I'm not going to have surgery. I don't think. The bad news is I broke my foot in multiple places. I have a boot that I have to wear for a certain amount of time, and I will go back in 6 weeks and do repeat x-rays, like maybe zoomed in a lot to make sure we see that everything healed, because I was for a month doing very strenuous physical things on that broken foot that I shouldn't have been doing on it. So we need to make sure everything healed. And if everything ends up healing good and the boot is enough, then good news. If it looks like I'm still struggling to heal from those breaks, then maybe we'll be looking at surgery. But if I can just get away with wearing the boot, tough it out for a little over a month, that'd be amazing. So anyway, I just wanted to share this video. Thought it'd be fun to I thought it'd be appropriate to put in a little bit more information about my channel in this video. And yeah, so anyway, I hope you guys leave a comment down below. This is going to be a really fun giveaway. I'm looking forward to doing it. I will be going downtown soon to get all those things for the giveaway, and I'm going to so this Saturday, September 23rd at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time, because that's what I'm on, the giveaway will be done. Everybody who's submitted a comment at that point for the giveaway and who's liked and subscribed to the channel will officially be in the giveaway. And then that Sunday, I'm going to do a video selecting who the winner is. So, and then we'll go from there with all the information and how to contact and get in touch. And then the winner will have 24 hours at least to claim their prize. I think that's fair enough. So anyway, and if you ever need to email me, you have any questions or anything, I have an email address in the description down below. But I just want to thank you guys again. Thank you to everybody who subscribed to this channel. I greatly appreciate you, and this channel would not be where it's at without you. So I will see you guys on the next video. Now that I'm feeling better, I'm ready to make some more videos. I will see you on the next video. Until then, take care and God bless.